You fit in there? Hey guys, welcome back to Ava's Expat Life. This is Mark talking to you first this time. I just wanted to share a little something with you that I'm doing today for Ava. So when Ava and I were married, I had a Chevy Tahoe. So she moved to the US and she got to drive a Tahoe around, and she really loved driving the Tahoe. And we haven't had one since we moved from Florida, but she's always wanted one. And I had made her a promise at one point that when she turned 40, I'd get her a Tahoe. Well, her 40th birthday came and passed. We went and did some cool stuff, but I didn't get a Tahoe. So I decided to remedy that back in March. So I started looking around, and I found a car that I really liked. It wasn't a Tahoe, but it's big like a Tahoe. It's maybe a little bit of an upgrade. She knew we were getting something. She knew I was looking in March. What she doesn't know is that I took delivery of the car today. So I'm sitting downstairs, I'm in the parking lot with her car, with roses, and I'm about to call her and surprise her. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask her to come down and help me out with something. Tell her I've got so much stuff in the car that I need her to come out and to help me carry stuff up. So let's see how this works. Hopefully she's available. All right, let's see. I better put her on speaker.
Hello?
Hey babe, how you doing?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm alright. So I'm home. I was hoping you could come downstairs and help me carry some stuff up. I've got more than I can carry myself.
Okay. Okay, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. But can you help me carry stuff so I don't have to make 2 trips?
Yeah, of course. I will be there soon. I just, need to wear my mask, and I'm going to wear the gloves too as well. Okay, see you soon.
Okay, thanks. See you in a minute.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, guys. So the trap has been laid. Let's just see what happens now. Okay, guys. I think she's coming. Yep, there she is. Hey, how you doing? I didn't get you a Tahoe. I got you an Escalade.
Oh my god! You said you needed help to carry groceries?
Yeah, well, yeah, I didn't really need help carrying groceries.
Oh my god! Holy crap!
So, guys, I guess I should show you what she's saying oh my god about.
Oh my god!
So, I told you guys that I was supposed to get her a Tahoe when she turned 40, and 40 passed, so I decided a slight upgrade. And I got her a Cadillac Escalade. You want to get in the...
I need to do my son.
Okay, so she'll be surprised by the flowers too, right? There's something in your seat.
Oh my god!
I thought you were going to come sit in the driver's seat.
Yeah, okay, I'm coming here.
That didn't take much convincing, did it?
Oh my god, I just need to see. Oh my god, I love it.
So,
oh my god.
so yeah, it's got a step that goes down.
Perfect. Oh god, I feel so good.
It's not small.
Oh my god, baby, thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh
And
my
you like the
God.
roses?
Yes. Oh my god. Like 40. So beautiful, thank you, babe.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much as always.
You're welcome. You like the car?
Huh?
Do you like the car?
Yes. Oh my god, it's a lot of new buttons. I love, guys, I love driving new. I love driving big cars. So back home in the US, when we live in Florida, I used to drive a Tahoe. So I love big cars. Oh my god, baby. This is amazing. Can you just come here, look at this. All the buttons there. Oh my god. I feel like I'm sitting in a business class.
Yeah.
I said first, it's 7-seater, yeah? Right here.
Okay, so it's got the captain seats in the back. There's a third row as well that's folded down right now, but it'll hold 7 people.
Oh my god.
So you can see rear captain seats.
It's really cool. Oh, look at this here.
Just like our old Tahoe had, it's got the rear captain seats.
Look at these buttons. Oh guys, I can't wait to drive this, but of course I need to, you know, be familiar with all the buttons because it's different from the Ford Explorer.
Yes, it'll do a lot.
Yeah, it's different. Oh.
You want to open the card?
Yes, baby, thank you so much. Oh, that's so cute. Oh guys, anyway, I'm sweating. I'm wearing gloves and mask. Oh, I don't have my glasses in. I need to take my sunglasses
You want
off.
me to read it for you?
Okay, I can read it. I took off my sunglasses. I hope you're enjoying your surprise. I know how much you love to travel business class, so now you can enjoy it every day. Oh, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I know because you know. I didn't. Oh, you're the best. Oh my god.
Security probably wonders what's going on out here now. I'm just going to show you guys a real quick look at the car.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Oh god. Thank you so much, babe.
You're
I
welcome.
love it. I'm so excited to drive it.
All right.
Oh.
What do you think, babe?
Amazing. I love it. Wow. Cool.
So what do you think?
Oh baby, it's amazing. I love driving it and it's easy to drive. So, oh, thank you again so much, baby.
You're welcome, dear. Love you.
Love you too. And I have noticed, babe, that, you know I drove fast, but then again, I couldn't notice it, that it was fast.
Yeah, no, the car drives very nicely, so you can't tell how fast you're going. You have to keep an eye on it.
Yeah, but it's amazing. So anyway, guys, oh, I just love this car. But I love the Ford Explorer Limited as well, that I've been driving here in Dubai.
Yeah, nice car.
Nice car too, and it has 7-seater. So, and back home in Houston, guys, I used to drive a Buick Enclave, and it's a nice car as well.
Yeah, we like that car.
Yeah, so it's really pretty car. And yeah, of course, back in Florida, I used to drive a Tahoe. And but anyway, babe, this car have a lot of what's that, horsepower?
Yes, it does.
Sorry, I don't know a lot of cars, but it's, I mean, it's not that a lot, just like your Corvette.
It's got somewhere around the same as the Corvette, actually.
Okay. But anyway, guys, my husband has a Corvette back home in the US, and it's in storage, and it's beautiful car. It's in my favorite color, red.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, I love driving that too, and riding with you as well. Beautiful car. And my father-in-law, Daddy Bob, he loves Corvette as well, and he had, I think, 13 or 14 Corvettes.
Yes, he did.
So yeah, and of course my husband loves cars as well. So anyway, guys, I just parked the car, and yeah, I can wait to drive this tomorrow as well. So anyway, babe, thanks again.
You're welcome.
I love it.
Great.
Yay! Hey guys, welcome back to Eva's Expat Life.
Hey everybody.
Thanks for tuning in. Please subscribe and share. I hope you guys enjoyed the video.
Hope you did too. I enjoyed making the video. It was fun, surprising Ava. You know, we were gonna get a car. We were looking at it in February and March and going back and forth, so she knew something was coming. She didn't know the Escalade was coming, and she had no idea that I took delivery of it when I did, as you saw. I was asking her to help with groceries and instead showed her a caddy.
Yeah, and thanks again so much, babe. It was amazing.
You're welcome, babe.
Oh, you're the best. As you guys have seen, I was really surprised. It was amazing, and I love.
And I was amused.
Yeah, and I love my Escalade. It's amazing. It's beautiful.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Just like you.
Oh, thank you, and you're handsome as well.
That was cheesy, guys. But
Yeah. That's so weird. But anyway, guys, before I moved to the US in 2007 and married my best friend here.
it's been that long.
Yeah, can you imagine?
Yep.
He told me that I'm gonna drive a Tahoe,
Well,
big car.
kind of worked that way. I mean, it was kind of, I said, well, I have a Tahoe that you can drive, and kind of her adopting the Tahoe. Because once she started driving it, she liked it.
But I need to be honest though, when I first saw that car, I was just like, oh my god, this is like a big boss. Like, are you kidding me? But when I start driving it, I just love it. And but again, to be honest, when I saw the traffic in Fort Lauderdale, I was really shocked because, you know, I grew up in a little town back home in Norway, and we don't have 5, 6, 7 lanes. We have just 2 lanes.
Yeah. 5, 6, 7 lanes on each side versus 2 lanes total.
Yeah, but even if I lived in different cities in Norway as well, we don't have that 5, 6 lanes. So it just was, it was different. And
Well, yeah, I mean, we were in Stavanger, Sandnes, which is one of the bigger cities, and you had this stretch of what, maybe 15, 20 kilometers that was 3, 4 lanes on each side.
Yeah.
But that was maximum, and what was the maximum speed? 110, 100, or
120.
Yeah, 120 was the
120.
max.
I don't remember,
Yeah.
but I think
so. A little different. So it was a shock to her system, but you got used to it.
I get used to it. And the thing was that I'm used to drive with stick shift. And remember when I asked you?
Where's the other pedal?
I said, babe, where's the clutch? I can't see anything. Like, where is it? And but you know what, guys? I love driving automatic now. So I mean, since 2007. So I'm really fond of automatic car now.
Yeah, so for years in Norway, the standard was manual. Automatics were the exception. Manual was standard. And when we lived there, we had a manual. Which we still get to drive every once in a while when we go visit, because our parents have it now. And I really like the manual, especially in the mountains. We had a diesel that had really good torque. We had the manual. I enjoyed that, but she was used to a manual transmission. So for most Americans, you're like, what is this third pedal? For her, she was like, where is the third pedal? So a little different.
Yeah, but you know, you get used to it. I mean, I get used to it, and I love driving big cars. You know, after the Tahoes, I just love it. But anyway, guys, before I moved to the US in 2007, I used to drive a Toyota Corolla. So can you imagine the difference between Tahoe and a Toyota Corolla?
Yeah, I mean, that's a big difference, but not as big as between the Tahoe and what she was driving immediately before she moved.
Yeah, and then 6 months before I moved to the US, I bought this little car, Ford Ka.
Ka.
Yeah, it's smaller than Toyota Corolla.
Yep. 2 letters in the name because the car was that small.
Yeah, I bought the Toyota Corolla when I was 20 years old. But again, 6 months before I moved to US, I bought this little car because I just need a little car just to get to work.
To and from work.
Yeah, to and from work. So, but this was funny though, because this little car, it was yellow, just like egg yolks, and we call it in Norwegian eggeflomen. My friend Alfred and I, we call it eggeflomen because it looked like an egg and it was yellow as an egg yolk.
It was roughly shaped like an egg.
So,
it's what we would call now a city car. Something that you'll see people in a big city having, something that's easy to park. But at the time that I saw it, I'm like, they make cars like this? I thought that this was a golf cart. It was bigger than that, but for a guy that was driving a Tahoe and around Suburbans his whole life, it was a little shock to the system.
Yeah, but it looked like a Simpson car, like.
Well, yeah, I mean, so what I thought when I was getting into and out of it, especially when she picked me up and I had the luggage, was that I felt like one of the clowns in The Simpsons. So it's like, you know, there's a clip where they stop at a stop sign and they all suddenly start jumping out of the car. I felt like that. It felt a lot like the Simpsons clown car.
Yeah, I remember when I dropped him off at the airport, and he's this tall guy, and then he have this gigantic suitcase, and everybody was looking at you because it was so funny, the size.
They were wondering how I came out of the car. Like, how he fit in there?
Yeah, but anyway, I love driving that little car because, you know, it was a good car, and of course when I was parking, I don't need to think. I could just park it whatever I want.
I mean, if she parked wrong, I mean, I could have probably lifted up the back and moved it and put it right in the center. Wouldn't have been a problem.
Yeah, but it was funny. I like that car. So anyway, guys, I'm going to tell a little bit the difference, you know, taking driver's license back home in Norway and of course back home in the US. I mean, in Florida. So this is my experience. I mean, back home in Norway, you need to be 18 years old to take your driver's license. But when you turn 16, you can start practicing or get your learner's permit, and you need to have this L, you know, back in the car.
There's a big red L on the back, so everybody knows to get out of your way.
No, you're practicing. And then taking a driver's license back home in Norway, it's really expensive. You have this, and when I was 18 years old, I took this intensive driving. It was in summertime, so I had dark driving.
Night driving?
Night driving. I said dark driving, sorry.
Well, night is dark.
Yeah, night driving, long driving, us driving.
That's the cool part.
And fast driving as well. And of course you...
Fast?
No, not
I mean
fast.
long distance.
Long driving, yeah, long distance, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, they didn't like do some kind of crazy course where you were like a stunt driver. It was long distance driving, so they're very comprehensive in it.
Yeah.
When we were living in Stavanger, Sandnes, I can remember there was a place where they had a tent set up. So even in the summertime, they had ice in there, so they could teach kids how to drive on ice.
Yeah. So anyway, and of course you need to take this written exam or written test. So. Yes, when you're 18 years old and, you know, I got my driver's license, it was an amazing feeling. But anyway, my parents paid for my driver license and did it too as well for my little sister. So I just want to say again, my parents, tusen takk, mamma, papa. I know it's been a very long time, but I'm thankful. But then again, when I moved to the US in 2007, my mother-in-law, she sent me this traffic book or road book.
The book you've got to study in order to take the written exam and to also hopefully pass the driving exam.
So anyway, she sent me this, and I studied that book like crazy. I could almost memorize that book.
Way more than I did.
So, but you know, I asked a question and you tested me, and even my father-in-law.
Yeah, we had my dad. My dad was an expert driver and was really good at giving you an education on it.
Yeah, he was, and your dad is really smart as well. So, but anyway, so yeah, I studied that book really well, and of course, when I have a question, I ask you, Dad or my father-in-law, Daddy Bob. So anyway. I took that written test or the exam at the driver's license in Florida. So yeah, of course I was a little nervous, but you know, I passed and I was really happy.
And not in your native language.
No,
it was in your second language. So.
It was, but when I'm always this person that, you know, I always study because if I want something, I work hard. I believe in hard work. That's that's how I roll. Sorry.
She couldn't help but say that.
Yeah, that's my word. But anyway, and then I think after a week it was the driving test, and the thing that it's really different that back home in the US you can drive your own car.
Yeah.
And I was
You better. Otherwise, I don't know how you're going to take the test.
no, but you can drive your own car for the driving test, and I was just like, that's amazing. I was really happy because of course I drove the Tahoe because I'm very familiar with that car, but in Norway it would never happen. You can drive.
So
you can drive your own car for
so
the
I can tell
driving
you,
test. Yeah.
I didn't have to take all the testing she did because I had a U.S. license, but I did have to take a practical test. So just like her, after a period of time, I could no longer drive on my foreign license. I needed a Norwegian license, and I had to go and take the test. But what I had to do first was I had to go to a traffic school and rent a car from them, where their instructor sat on the right-hand side, had his own steering wheel and pedals in case I went insane, I guess. But it was a BMW 5 Series. So a little different than taking like the traffic school or stuff you do in high school. I was in a BMW 5 Series and had to take a practical test for about 25 or 30 minutes, which for me, way more than what I took for my practical test in Florida. So even that was more comprehensive, but what she did was night driving, all that other stuff.
But it's just different. But then again, I mean, for disclaimer, this is my experience when I took my driver's license back home in Florida. So in my opinion, it's so much easier. But of course, if
it is much easier.
Yeah, but of course you need to study.
Yeah, it's the written part, really.
Of course, if you can't drive, then I guess you need to start from scratch.
Well, I can't speak to what you have to do in places like big cities and things like that. I mean, we had the parallel park, but not in a very stressful environment. But irrespective, in Norway, they're much more detailed in what they do. And for that matter, they are in Dubai as well.
Yeah, and it's expensive as well. So I have 4 driver's license and you have 2.
Yes.
Yeah, so we have together 8 driver's license.
Florida, Texas, Norway, and
UAE.
Dubai.
Here. So, but anyway, guys, that was a little bit of the, my experience taking driver's license back home in the US. But anyway, back to the Escalade. So when we were living back home in Florida, we spent a lot of time with my father-in-law.
Yeah, I mean, we lived near each other. We worked together. We vacationed with them. We spent a lot of time.
So we have a lot of great memories. So my father-in-law passed away over 6 years ago. So it's really it's sad, but we missed him a lot. So anyway, one thing that I really he would tell me all the time. We had this neighbor and he had this beautiful Escalade.
Yep.
It's like it's almost the same color.
About the same color, but the previous model year than the one we have.
Yeah. So he would say like, "Oh, Eva, that's a beautiful car, and Mark should buy you that
You're a beautiful
car."
lady, so you should have a beautiful car like that.
Yeah, I said, "You're a beautiful lady, and you're smart, blah blah blah," and he always remind me that. But to be honest, I always told him I love Tahoe. I'm happy with my Tahoe, but he said no, not now. It needs to be a special occasion, maybe for your big birthday.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, my 40th birthday, but he's really good to surprise thing too.
I can tell some stories about that.
So, but anyway, we have a lot of fun things, so yeah, we miss him a lot, just like I said.
Yeah, we do.
So anyway, guys, that's the video for today, and I hope you guys enjoy the video, and thank you for watching, and see you soon, guys, and stay safe.
Take care.
Bye bye.
See you guys.